They already
did that at halftime. Wouldn't it be nice to know some?
They should be hopefully bringing those in-house.
Hopefully.
I'm hoping that they do it like how when the men play.
Yeah, but the stats site was down.
Yeah, well, normally like when the men play, they'll come in and bring us one in here after the game. But yeah, I know the site was down and we didn't get a paper one at halftime. I know there's not many of us here, but.
I saw the story, right?
Yeah, no, I got that. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand that totally. I understand that totally.
Both Church and Stonewall had 16 points today.
Yeah. Thank you. That helped.
Yeah.
Wait, really? You always keep
Usually keep a scarf and almonds and Advil in my bag. I have nothing. I screwed up badly. Yeah, if you see me at a Sky game, chances are I
the whole way up. I guess that's a good thing around. Because it does get cold in some of these.
Yeah, even in the summer, sometimes they overheat.
Yeah.
And when I cover baseball, I have so many because they're there for 100 years. So I bring all my stats.
So all I have are points. I don't have really bad. Because everybody's putting them down. So 63. So yeah, let's go.
Nobody needs that side of me coming on. But how did you not get that? Like, I don't need that.
Have you been out here?
No, I'm not.
No, Dan, you send me. Then I'll send you the ASAP.
And I don't really, I usually don't. Last season I did baseball for like 2 months straight.
Hopefully we'll have that by.
So, you can last a bit.
I think they're 200.
Yeah, and they're at least $3. So, yeah, so I'm just talking about the so the other day I was like, you realize I'm not doing it. He's like, I know. I'm like, okay.
You just wanted to make sure that was
Yeah. But I don't want it. But that's not so much. I wouldn't want to be baseball here. It's too much. We're just in it. Too. Very much. He was the first one after my he should be like
I feel like that's pretty young, but I won't like just crying at it.
Yeah.
And I remember
when I got laid off from gonna say today, like I reached out to video, he's like, check it out. She is the one that just she was still there. And she first thing she asked me, no, and it was even I gave her money. Yeah.
Like when they heard like how to use sports and not just I'm all about it.
Yeah.
And then I just it wasn't it looked like it would have went somewhere. Right. I'm like, so follow through on what you're doing, or I'm down to get it on the top. That's what I've never
You're Jack?
Yeah.
I did like a volunteer thing for 2 weeks when I was up in Colorado, just like
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and it was days.
You was there for 2 years?
No, 2 weeks.
Oh,
2 weeks.
oh my God, I thought you said years.
Yeah, 2 weeks, and it was still, even that was still like a lot.
What was the closest that's big city to Oklahoma?
It's Tupelo. Tupelo's like 20, Tupelo's not a big city. But like, we had to go to a grocery store to drive to Tupelo.
When I people out for a story, I was like, cool, like, drive up to like another big city in Mississippi, see what it's like.
It's going down in the middle of nowhere places. Yeah. Exactly. I was much more had to like I was like staying in a good group of volunteer like own house. So I was staying like,
Great. DePaul's on their way.
with the young people walking back. And my dogs chased me. Two guys get to us, both of them car scared away the dog. What happened? And it was like literally wild. I don't even know if that was finished.
So we welcome in DePaul, 97-59 winners in our first quarterfinal game here at the Big East Women's Basketball Tournament, presented by Jeep. Couple of notes about DePaul. First off, both student athletes had 16 points in this afternoon's victory. 7th straight semifinal appearance coming up tomorrow for DePaul in the Big East Tournament. The number 1 seed is now 38-0 all-time in the quarterfinal round of the Big East Tournament. And DePaul now has 17 consecutive wins against Providence all time. We're going to open it up for first opening statement from Coach, then questions for the athletes. Please raise your hand, be recognized before you ask your question. Then we'll excuse the athletes and we'll open it up to questions for Coach. But first, an opening statement from Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you, and it's always the players, and I thought our players had great energy today and great readiness to play. Providence, Jim does a great job with his team, and it's unfortunate that a great player like Mary Baskerville was not able to play, and so you always feel for an athlete when they can't play, and so we were playing a Providence team that was under, they lost a really, really important player, and yet our players can't control that. Our players can only control what they bring to the table and their energy and their focus, and I just was impressed with the energy and focus that our players brought today. So I just am happy for our team that we got a badly needed W, and then, you know, we lived to make the semis and play a very good Butler or Seton Hall team tomorrow.
All right, great. We'll do questions for the athletes first. Please raise your hand.
You can have it. I got this one.
Here in the front row in the corner.
For both of you, it seemed like the defense really picked it up in that second quarter, the midway mark. That appeared to be the turning point of the game, the 15-2 run, the push and lead up to 19. Just to talk about the defensive effort that led to a lot of points offensively during that run.
We'll do Shantae first and then Deja.
I felt like our team really locked in, understood the game plan, and understood what we need to do to have Providence speed up. And even though we might have not got turnovers right away in the front court, we ultimately got it in the back court.
Definitely, we just tried to speed them up, and our whole game plan going into the game was just applying pressure and just staying consistent with the pressure, and eventually our stops on defense just led us to good looks on offense.
Right here in the front.
For both of you, after 2 straight losses, are you more hungry to get back out on the court and play in a game, or are you kind of like to have that week to kind of practice to get your head back into it, or is this something you're looking forward to when you get back out there?
We'll do Deja first on that one.
Well, it's been 15 days since we won a game. This feels good for us. But I mean, win or loss, we're excited to get back in the gym and get back to work. So I mean, yeah, we dropped 2, but I mean, we were excited for this opportunity, and yeah, it feels good. But now we're focused on tomorrow.
I'm always excited for game days, so practices are great, but there's nothing compared to a game day.
Right here in the second row.
Hey guys, actually, biggest digital. Just wanted to ask, I was coming here to Chicago. This is your home, you know, where you guys play. Obviously, a lot of pros on that sense as far as getting your fans in here and packing the gym. But how have you guys been able to get into that mindset to kind of, you know, into that tournament mindset of, you know, possibly 3 days in a row?
We'll do Shantae first on that one.
I would kind of give all the credit to my experience playing it with DePaul and being able to play in this tournament so many times for so many games. So I feel like my experience over the years has really helped me. And like I said, this is the most exciting time of the year. So that's what puts me in the good mindset.
I think for me, just coming into this program, since the first day I got here, Coach and my teammates always preach that we play for March. So I think throughout the season, that's just been kind of like everyone's motivator for us to keep going. So now that it's actually March, I think just a whole new mindset has clicked in everyone's head, and I feel like we're a different team now. So yeah.
Got time for one more for the players right here in the middle.
So late in the game, when you guys were on the bench and there were a lot of other players that were getting to their time, you guys were really almost being cheerleaders for them. So what does it mean to see some of the other players who don't get as much time to play for you to get to watch that?
Deja can take that one first.
Yeah, I mean, we're so close. We have great chemistry on our team. So just to see our teammates, our sisters out on the court getting what they deserve and what they worked hard for is exciting for us. I mean, when I was a freshman, upperclassmen did the same thing for me. So it's normal and natural. Like, I'm just so excited to see my teammates go out there.
Speaking back off what Deja said, that's a great answer, but I feel like since I'm a senior, this is the future for DePaul. So to see them take this tradition that we built for them, specifically Kelly and I, it's just great to see, you know, our leadership and how they put it out on the floor just like we do.
Great, ladies. Thank you very much. Congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
We'll let Katie escort the athletes back to the locker room, and we'll reset here, and we'll take questions for Coach. Again, if you could raise your hand. We'll start here in the second row.
Annie Hospital from the Sun-Times. Coach, you're leading a team like Providence, and you're winning by 30-plus throughout much of the game. What is your focus shift to as far as what you're telling your players to focus on? And obviously you don't let up, but what are you telling your players?
We're really focusing on getting better with every possession. You know, we talk to our players a lot, unfortunately, there are some times when we're on the other end of that score, and then there's times when we're on the top end of that score. And we try to teach our players to never play to the score, play to the possession, and work to get better in every possession. So, you know, we have a saying here, there's no such thing as garbage time, there's only getting better time. So every player on the floor, you've been given gifts from God, you owe it to yourself and your teammates to play to your God-given potential and work to get better. And that's what we talk about. And then we talk about how to do it. So what you have to do to get better.
Here in the front.
Yeah, Coach, I just wanted to ask you a little bit like I asked the players about that second quarter stretch. It just seemed like that turned the momentum of the game in your favor.
Well, there's no question. I mean, we're a small team, and when you're small, you have to do something different. And so we've been pressuring all year long, and the pressure, you know, the pressure is there for a reason, and we've gotten pretty good at the pressure. And it's hard, you know, we just, you make stops, you get some steals, you speed up the opponent, and you still have to knock down shots. I mean, this great, beautiful game is connected from defense to offense and offense to defense. So you create multiple possessions by the pressure, but you still have to make shots. So I think things got clicking. And you know, the question that somebody asked about, believe me, these players want to get back on the court. All right, Shante answered it pretty well. You always want to get right back on the court, but when you get knocked upside the head in any game, I mean, the best thing that can happen is to get back, not just on the court for practice. You want to get back in and play a competition. And the way this has worked out for us, we got beat on a Sunday, didn't get to play for us until a Sunday, then we got beat on a Sunday and didn't get to play till a Saturday. So basically, these players have had a lot of time to have to, you know, mentally deal with the fact that they've been defeated, and so that's you know, it's not easy, and you'd rather be playing immediately after a defeat than not playing. So I think that all kind of ties together. I think this group is really ready to get back on the floor and get back to playing basketball. I've been reminding these players for 14, 15 days that, okay, we've gotten beat twice, but we're one of 14 teams in the country have won 25 games. You know, you're the guys that won 25 games. You've won 25 games, and there's only 14 schools in the country. If my math is right, you can look it up at the point in time I was telling them before these tournaments all started. There was 13 or 14 of us that have won 25 games. So you did that. So let's just get back to doing what we've been doing.
Here in the middle, Ashley.
Ashley with East Digital. Dave just talked about like preaching, playing for March. Is there a switch that flips, or is there anything that changes on your end and the players' end when you're entering this time?
We really try to keep it consistent. I mean, what the fundamental functions that travel well, that means help you win road games, are defense and rebounding. Everybody thinks about the ball. All we do is shoot. All we do is shoot threes. All we do is score. But we work very hard to defend because we shoot quickly and we give the ball back to the opponent. We're not going to have great defensive metrics ever. But at the same time, we really do work hard to defend and we work hard to rebound. And I didn't think we defended or rebounded real well in the last couple ball games, but you try to keep that consistent all year. And you try to, I hate to use the word sell, all right? But coaches have to convince their teams that this is what travels. This is what helps you win road games. This is what helps you win in the tournament. It's not just, not just shooting rainbows of threes and just letting all the threes drop, and you still have to defend and rebound, and especially at tournament time. So we really don't try to change. We really want to keep it the same. We just want to be better same.
Got time for one more for Coach. Go here in the front row.
Hi, Coach.
Hi, Caroline.
Is there any fear or apprehension that where the team is feeling from last year when you had incredible success at the Big East tournament and then faced an utter loss in the first round of the NCAA? Well,
Caroline, you can't coach scared, and you can't have players that are afraid. So I don't coach scared, and I don't try to. We really try to teach our players to be fearless. How are coaches fearless? I think coaches demonstrate their fearlessness by who they schedule. So we schedule a non-conference schedule that's got really good teams on it. if you're afraid, you schedule teams that you know you can beat. So, and we try to ingrain in our players that you have to be fearless. Our great friend Chris Christopherson, who wrote Bobby McGee, freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. And you can't win scared. You can't coach scared. You can't be afraid. You have to be fearless. And every time you step on the floor, no matter who you're playing against. So, actually, no. I mean, I'm just, really looking forward to playing again tomorrow against a really good Butler or Seton Hall team, and seeing if we can, have our mojo right, our defense right, our rebounding right, our togetherness right, and live to play another day.
Coach, thanks. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, everybody, for covering women's hoops.
All right, guys, we're going to reset here. We have Coach Jim Crowley from Providence. We're going to open it up first for an opening statement from Coach, and then we'll take questions. Once again, we ask that you raise your hand to be recognized before you ask your question. Coach, an opening statement, please.
Obviously, all credit to DePaul. Very challenging day for us, but that's what they do. They make it very challenging with how hard they play and how many offensive threats they put on the floor the whole time. And really, they don't get enough credit for their defense. They force you into speeding up, create extra opportunities, and really make it just an unpleasant day for you.
Questions for Coach? We'll start in the back row here.
Jimmy, 24/7 Sports. Coach, last time you were here against DePaul, you folks were down, I believe, 10.5. What was the difference between that game and today?
Yeah, we were actually down 5 with 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. I didn't think we had the same legs that we had in that game, and we weren't able to contest shots at the level that we did that game. So I think that set us back, especially in that second quarter. They had a couple threes in a row, and we just couldn't really get any footing offensively. When they hit a few, they're going to hit a dozen. So we just could never really recover from that.
Here in the front row in the corner.
Tim McKinney from LaSalle Broadcasting. That second quarter, it just seemed like you guys did a good job hanging in there for a while, but once they got that pressure going, just the challenges to try and stay in it during that run, that seemed like that was the turning point of the game.
Yeah, and that's what they do. And again, we certainly turned it over, but we had offensive shots that were turnovers where we played way faster than we're comfortable, and beat the press and then tried to take an early shot or took a few threes in a row. Even the start of the third quarter, we did that. That didn't go in. They know how to turn those into points really well, and they recognize when that's happening, and they did a great job of creating separation we just couldn't catch up to.
Right here in the middle, Ashley.
And you mentioned yesterday you guys are all banged up, a little bit more banged up now after a second game. How are both those players with those ankles?
Yeah, I think they're all right. Obviously they have some time to recover now. So, tough break for both of them. They had a solid sophomore year, so they'll recover and be ready for next year.
We got time for one more for Coach. Ashley, you have another one?
Yeah, just wanted to, your perspective right now from the beginning of the season to now and looking ahead to the future, just the growth of this team, what you've seen, what you've liked, what you're going to work on for next year.
Yeah, clearly we're in a decent place with ability, but we have a lot of work to do with some other things, and we're excited for the opportunity. We've got to just realize that 1 year older doesn't make you 1 year better. We've got a lot of catching up to do, so we really got to work hard with that, which we're looking forward to, and excited to see us on board with that.
Great, Coach. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Because it's
If you're not, now I think you're being a little stupid. Because the way, here's the thing, it may not affect you.